Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on? Hope all of you guys are doing amazing. It's King Azoulay and I back again for another stream. How's everyone doing today? How's your trades going? Hope you guys have caught some bangers with us today. I'm going to quickly go over just Forex Factory because I just want to show you guys what's going on the fundamental side at the moment. Pretty quiet, to be honest with you guys. We don't have anything happening really much today. We had claimant count change this morning at around 8. Tomorrow we have CPI on GBP, which should be good. And then Thursday we have unemployment claims. We have some red news on the euro. And then Friday we have French flash manufacturing PMI, French flash services PMI, and we've got the German for the same, and GBP flash manufacturing PMI. So it's looking pretty good for us for the rest of the week. Pretty quiet news wise, which is amazing. So let's get started. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the chat. Have you guys caught any of the trades today, made some good profits? What's happening? What's going on, Gaza? What's going on, Philippe? How are you, brother? How are you guys doing? Great. 𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗃 the GOAT. What's going on? We got GBP absolutely tanking. We got, let's see how Euro's doing. Euro's also doing pretty nicely. We got into a short around here. Hopefully you guys didn't get stopped out there. I caught another short at the top. It's looking pretty good on euro. We're sitting right now at around a 1:3, which is great. So euro's looking pretty clean. I just want to see euro break. Sweet NAS short and long on FET. Nice, bro. You caught NAS now? What's NAS doing?
What's going on, everybody?
Sweet. Made some money on GBP JPY. Nice. Brother, you say B on Euro USD. Yeah, I say B on Euro USD, of course. Because you guys never go B. Just hold that baby. Also NAS shorts and longs. So you're in a NAS short and a long. You hedging that baby or what? Nice that you guys are doing so many live streams. Yeah, bro, we're trying to push it out. We've been good. We've been chilling, bro. Trying to get some good trades for you guys. The last week was pretty quiet. So yeah.
By the way, guys, me and Thomas are planning to do a technical Tuesday. So hopefully tonight we're gonna do a technical Tuesday after New York calms down, and then because Wednesday and Thursday is the most important days of the week. And today obviously we caught a trade on GJ. Thomas caught a couple of trades, which is beautiful. So guys, get ready for technical Tuesdays. It's a new thing we're gonna be doing, and yeah, come around. It will be on the Discord.
Nice. What time are we gonna do that?
We'll let them know.
Sick. So euro's looking pretty good. We had quite a choppy way down though. We nearly came to stop loss twice. Now we're seeing euro absolutely open up, which is good. Finally, GBP USD for everyone that took it hit TP. Nice. And now this was our pullback target for the week. We've smashed through it now. So for me, I would like to long GBP USD at around 1.33324 if price ends up getting there. If not, we end the day off. We end the day off with some profit. Sometimes we can't understand your signal. So last night I sent some trade ideas through. That was both for euro I think GBP AUD, which was clean, but it just never came to our entry. I wanted to short around here. Unfortunately, we got the short at around 1.918222. And yesterday I just sent the trade ideas because I was up late, price looked good. Yeah, I can't follow every shift. I try to keep you guys updated as quick as possible. The reason I sometimes say go BE is because sometimes it's better to be risk adverse, get out of the market if you are in two trades especially. There's no point of over risking for no reason. And a lot of you guys sometimes don't risk the amounts that we recommend. So I'm just trying to protect all of your guys' capital. But it's looking pretty good today. Both GBP USD and Euro are tanking. We got GJ, also that King Azoulay court that's absolutely tanking. So it seems like GBP and Euro pairs are taking a massive rip to the downside. BTC, both King Azoulay and I are looking for shorts on BTC at around 66,740 to around 66,800. You said, King Azoulay?
Yeah, I'm taking at 800.
So 66,800 is where we're looking for a short. Our stop loss, this bloody magnet. Our stop loss is around 67,250, correct? And then we're looking to target around 63,800. So if you guys want to get into a BTC short, this is what we are looking at. I'm just going to put this on the screen now.
How much should we risk?
How much should we risk? Around 3.3% on every trade. I would say anywhere from 1 to 3.3%. Two of my favorite South Africans, appreciate that, brother. So anywhere between, hey, what do you recommend, King Azoulay? You always say 3.3. So anywhere between, I would say what?
I mean, it depends how big your account is.
Yeah, 100%.
If my account is, let's say, if my account is $1,000, I will risk $100.
Yeah. So that's if your account's $1,000, so you risk 10%.
Yeah.
Nice. So this is the entry SL and TP. If you guys want to get into BTC, we're looking for shorts. King Azoulay, you've been also looking for a short for quite a while now. I know the long that Chento and I spoke about. I'm sure. Did you also speak about it in the live stream yesterday? Played out quite nicely, and I think it's time now for BTC to have a little bit of a turn to the downside to around 63,800.
No. This guy is saying on the prop firm 3%.
Never 1% or 0.5.
0.5. You gotta give yourselves a couple of opportunities.
Because remember, if you have a prop firm, I think daily drawdown limit, like most of the time, is around 3 or 4% a day. Hey? 3 to 4% a day on a prop firm. It's normally around that.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do 3% because 3% you
You're
also
gonna
got to take commission into account.
Of course.
So, I would say stick with.
Nice, euros pumping.
Stick with 250, right?
Yeah, I'd say.
Or stick with 500.
Yeah, 0.5% to 1%. I'll say.
So you just need a 1 to 6 on your pass.
I think you have normally on most prop firms you have like 10 to 12% drawdown. So yeah, anywhere between 0.5 and and 1% I would risk. Even 0.25% is good for a prop firm. But if you have a live account of $1,000, what you can do is you can risk anywhere between 3.3% or you can risk 5%. You can have a bit more leeway to play with. It's a lot less. I almost missed all trades of today, but I took two trades. Two trades, those. I don't understand that, but whatever. I took those two. I took those. Or SL. I'm not sure which trade hit SL. Did your trade hit SL?
NASDAQ, yeah.
Oh, NASDAQ. NASDAQ, what are we looking for at the moment? King Azoulay and NASDAQ. What are you thinking for NASDAQ? You think NASDAQ, it's time for this baby to go down?
Yeah.
So what we can do on NASDAQ is it looks like we've just hit the -27 level on this previous leg to the upside. Let's check 4 hour. That would have been quite clean. We also filled the 100 level of this body. So I think NASDAQ, it's time for NASDAQ to go down. To be honest, what I'll do on NASDAQ is, depending how this 4 hour candle closes, what I would like to see this 4 hour candle close something like this. So to engulf all of these candles, and we can see maybe a retracement to the 50% of this, and then look for a further short to the downside. So if we have something like this, and then we can look to take the 50% of this candle and ride it further to the downside. I do see a lot of possibility of NASDAQ going lower from here, just because of the way that these 4 hour candles are reacting to this level over here. So NASDAQ, I would say, is pretty short. We definitely could look for a short in the next couple of minutes. GBP JPY long and GBP USD long. I don't know why you were longing either of those. Did you long it because I said possible trade ideas for later? Or I'm just a bit confused. So yeah, BTC, you can set a limit. It seems like we're retracing from around the 66.6 level. So future, when I sent that message, I said possible trade idea for later, or possible trade for later. That doesn't, like, I understand that some people are busy, so they're just setting limits. But if I'm saying possible trade for later, it's most likely not a or it's not most likely, it's not a limit order that you need to set. It needs to be an idea for later. If I'm sending GBP USD short and I'm sending the entry, SL and TP, then that's a trade that you can take, if you understand what I'm saying. Because if I post my chart and everyone's just entering, I mean, okay, that's our mistake. No, it's not a problem, bro. I'm just trying to explain to you, bro. But I understand. I apologize for any confusion if that did confuse you. So, King Azoulay, where are you targeting on GBP JPY?
GBP JPY, I'm just going to let it ride, guys. So, as I have explained to you guys, all right. So, GBP JPY, we enter the short over here. Let me just show you. GBP JPY, this one, do you want to see something nice? It says success. So guys, GBP JPY, what I'm going to do is, so today we took a short, right? We took a long here, obviously. So I gave you guys on the live stream a long on here, right? So we took a long here, and obviously stop loss didn't matter, is the same as the short that we took here. And we took a short here, right? So we in a hedge, and I just explained to you guys that time we did the stream. I told you we're gonna let it go in the middle, and then we go break even.
Make
Obviously.
this full screen. The trading view.
So guys, I told you it goes in the middle, you go break even, and when it goes down, takes you out on the long, and you make more money without doing anything. So now you are 1 to 11, right? Boom. Now you went to 15 without doing anything. That's the whole point of trading, you know. That's the beauty of swings. So, to be honest with you, I'm personally looking for at least the 61.8, which is going to hit now, right? But then the 78 of that. So 61.8 is a good area. Why I say that if you're in a short and you want to take profit at 217,300.
So at your 61.8 level, the negative 61.8. Hey, King Azoulay, you're saying negative 61.8.
61.8.
So 217,300 is where King Azoulay's targeting for GBP JPY. How's Euro doing? Euro's doing nicely. So what you guys can do is, if you're in Euro,
21700, right?
yeah, we're at around a 1:4. So what you guys can do is you can take 75% of your position out.
You guys short NASDAQ?
I think some of them shorted NASDAQ a couple of...
Because I did short NASDAQ 2 minutes ago. Let me show you positions. So...
Is that the NAS you got stopped, or did you take another one?
I just entered now like a minute ago.
Okay, so what you guys can do is, let's check on the 15-minute. Where would you want to, I would say, what, the 50% level of this baby? We can short this.
So I'm going to put my stops to break even. 29.
So what you guys can do is, what do you think of the 50% of this engulfing? Yeah, can you? I'll say 50% of this engulfing. Could be a good place to short.
I don't see it going up there, to be honest.
Well, I'm saying, I mean, none of them are in, so...
Yeah, no, go to the 2 minutes. And what we can do on the 2 minutes on the pullback.
Yeah, to like the...
So, no, on the pullback of the 2 minutes. So like...
Yeah, I know, obviously, I'm just drawing it. So yeah, the 61.8 lines up quite nicely with the 50% of the... Or we can maybe pull back to around the 50 to the 38, maybe somewhere around there.
28,950.
28,950. That's about to be achieved. That's right now.
Yeah, so...
What do you think?
I will short like around now.
So King Azoulay shorting now. They can even short that 50% if they want, I think. It would be quite nice.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You can see how it goes. Quite like it. No, is it just, yeah. Let me just... okay, so Euro's making a comeback now. So it gave us around a 1:4. on euro. NASDAQ. So what do you think? You think the 50% will be nice?
Yeah, I think 50% will be nice.
So the
around
50%.
now, and my stops would be
So it's 29 flat
at
almost.
100. My stops would be at 100.
Yeah.
No, 100.
Up here.
Yeah.
That high.
Just to be secure, you know?
So what you can do is around 29,000 flat on our NASDAQ. What is that on?
That's on countwise.
So the 50% will be a nice level. It's looking like we're getting a bit of rejection now.
So I entered on countwise. If you open my countwise account, I'll show you guys. I entered on countwise. I scaled in a couple of positions. Let's see how it goes on countwise. And the thing is, we need to stay below this area. You know, if we break above on the pullback, I'll get out of my position. It's not an issue. I'm just watching it closely on the 2 minutes. At the end of the day, this is scalps, you know. Market open, so let's see how it goes.
The 50, yeah.
BTC, what is going on with BTC? BTC, what do we see in BTC? Nice shoot to the upside. 800 is gonna be achieved soon. The thing is, if BTC is going up, NASDAQ will follow, you know? Unless they wanna work vice versa. But let's see, this choppy price action, the only reason, guys, I'm shorting. The only reason I'm shorting is this. The only reason I'm shorting BTC is because we have the weekly momentum line over here, right? We have the weekly momentum line over here. We broke above it. We only stayed above it for like 6 minutes, and then we were below it. And then look, 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections. So we have head and shoulders over here. So this is telling me it wants to go down. And then so what I did is I went to countwise and I shorted. So first short I had was around here. It took me out. If you go to history, you will see that NASDAQ took me out here. GJ, this was not a loss, this was the hedge, guys. Remember, I hedged GJ. So I closed GBP JPY with $43 and then I hedged it. So that was a good hedge. Overall, we're still up 100% on this account. So for you guys to get the same prices that we're gonna send on the Discord every time I send an entry, what you need to do is sign up with them, and then immediately you will get 30% added to your equity, so you can actually hold more positions and bigger position. If all you gotta do is just deposit $100. Like I deposit $100 now, it's sitting at 208, right? And then you can deposit crypto and You can use your card. If you deposit crypto, there is no need for proof of payment. The only thing that is concerning...
The reason that 𝗕𝗤𝗧𝗪𝗏's NASDAQ is different is because of the fact that basically every single broker is different. So this is FXCM. If you go to a Wanda, it's going to be different. If you go to any other broker, it's going to be different. So you need to understand that most brokers are going to be different when looking at NASDAQ.
This is what is bothering me. The 50 MA being tapped already.
Well, I mean, if we can break it, we'll fly.
If we break it, we're gonna steam to the downside. The movement for the day have not happened already on BTC. So the movement for the day, what we're looking for is, to be honest, we are looking to smoke NASDAQ way lower.
Yeah, I agree.
So let me run you through NASDAQ and tell you what is my target. Alright.
I also want to see NASDAQ. For me, I've set an entry at the 50.
So guys, NASDAQ target for me is 27.
BTC, I think it's got us in
Guys, I'm looking at 27,825, right? That is
BTC. It's got us in at the 800.
Okay, beautiful.
Move it up to the 800.
We in on the 800.
Yeah, nice. So just go to my thing because I put the entries there for us.
I just want to show them on NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, guys, the target for NASDAQ, the long-term target is 27,825, right? So we got in around here, and that is a 1 to 16.
Oh, it sells at 20, yeah. Oh.
100. So this is what I'm looking for on NASDAQ. Yes, we might just go down, come back to our entry. So make sure you take some profit on what? On the 61.8. So I'll take some profit around 28,800. All right, just to be secure. And then I'll let the race run. On the 15 minute, I want to see the 15 minute close down. On count-wise, let's see what we have. Thomas, I need to get...
Yeah. I'm gonna have to give you a lesson.
So on count-wise, we're currently up on the trade, but let's see if we can actually hold. Let's see if we can actually hold this. I want the 15 MA to actually break down on the 15 minutes. So it's very interesting that rejection we see in. So it might just go up and take us out. But what is giving me a little bit of confidence is that the fact we just hit the 800 on BTC. So let's see if we can get a rejection of that 800. And then BTC, what I'm targeting is 83,800, guys. So 63,800. So guys, I'm looking to short 4 hour, must close below this line over here. Let's see the 4 hour. So we have 2 hours for the 4 hour to close below, and then give me this 83, because this is the momentum line. Any pattern is printed above. Remember guys, I've been talking about this line over here for days and saying that this is the main line for the momentum. If we break it, we could go higher, way higher. So with that being said,
I think it just gave us, if you go to NASDAQ, it just gave us the 50%, and we'll see what will happen now.
Let's see what happens on NASDAQ.
So BTC looks not decent, not bad. Just put it at 66,800.
So when will I go break even? That's the question. To be honest, I'll personally go break even here. So 6,500, I'll go break even.
Nice.
For me, that's what I'm looking for. I should be in the position. Fuck. It didn't actually tap me in on my order on BTC. So I did not get in on BTC.
If you go back to NASDAQ quickly for me. Just NAS.
Where's NASDAQ?
Not sure. If you go to my chart though. I don't think I drew it on your chart. No. Yeah, let me do it. Use it. So, guys, on NASDAQ at the moment, if you guys took the 50, like I said, it will give you a nice rejection now. So what you can do is you can, what I will do on this now, on NASDAQ, is you can move your stops to BE once we break. Let's just check this, baby. Let's just go to the 15 minute. So we got a beautiful rejection off that 50, just like I said. NASDAQ is beautiful. Look at that, baby. Woo. So what you can do is have your stops at around 29. I'll say 29,100 is fine. You guys can go break even on NASDAQ right now. So you don't even need to put stops. What I will do is go break even on NASDAQ now. So let's just move our stops to break even at 0.
Right, so it just tagged me in. It just tagged me in on BTC.
Nice.
This is my position here.
Beautiful rejection on NASI.
Okay, so I'm going to go break even on NASDAQ.
I'm BE already, yeah. So what you guys can do is go BE on NAS. It gave us now. Take some profits, go BE. It's given you already a 1:1.5. So take some profit. Why not? Honestly. Beautiful entry. The 50 MA is just giving me us a bit of problem here, but what you guys can do is just take some profit. My SL is at 29,055 on NASDAQ. And then what you can do is take some profit now at, I think you should have about a 1:1.7. Get around 30%, 25% of your position out and enjoy the ride down. Go BE.
So I'm gonna be watching BTC closely. It's giving us the entry. I just want to make sure that we in all accounts. It's very interesting 15-minute candle, to be honest.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, so we are in trades open position. Okay, so we are in on BTC USD, guys. For any of you that want to short, they can short now.
Let's see NASDAQ pump, baby. Let's see that baby pump. But you guys must take some profit now. It is around a 1:2. I mean 1:1. So I think if we can break this 50 MA on the 4 hour, we are chilling. We are chilling.
Beautiful.
I mean, not on the 4 hour. What am I on about? I've lost my damn mind.
Alright, so let's see BTC. We in heavily on BTC all across like our accounts. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, I actually closed my positions on NASDAQ because I did not like the entry. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is short BTC. So I'm gonna short it on countwise. Thanks God they have BTC USD. I'm gonna short it.
I don't even know how to.
Positions, history. Okay. So one. Okay, we should be in. Position. Alright, so you can just double it, double. Okay, this is the max we can go. Beautiful entry there. Stop loss, we are looking at 67,250. 67,250. Alright, that's the first SL. SL number 2. 250. Beautiful.
Nice, guys. Well done. Well done to everyone that got into that beauty of a NAS.
Okay, this is the max we could do. NASDAQ.
Beautiful entry.
Beautiful entry.
That's how King Azoulay and I do it. We don't play. Hey, Kingy?
Look at that entry. Beautiful.
It's a baby, eh?
Okay, so
Nice
New
entry
York
for-
open, spread is wide, which is not an issue.
I love 𝗕𝗎𝗃, boy. This guy is a fucking G.
Alright, so we are in profit on all our accounts. This account over here, we also trading on breakout. Our trades should be in already on breakout. Okay, beautiful. We in
Oh, look at
$100
that,
profit
baby.
on breakout.
Let's go.
And yeah, guys,
Come on, Nazi.
let's see how it goes.
So, guys, you should be sitting at around a 1:2 on NASDAQ now. So, what you guys can do is take some profit. Take some profit on Nazi on that Azzy. You know, you know how we do it on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is my baby. I love that pair. It's an absolute legend of a pair. So what I'll do is we got in a clean entry. So yeah, you guys can take some profit now just to be safe. We are transacting a little bit weirdly over this 50 MA, which is obviously pretty normal. But what you guys want to do is, yeah, take some. Wait, let's keep that MA and let's delete that one just so we can watch it. GG's, 𝗙𝗍𝗪, the GOAT. Okay, so now you guys are at a 1:2. So take 50% out, enjoy that baby, and let the rest run. Go BE. I know I say go BE about 100 times a stream, but no one flipping listens to me. So let's go.
So guys, we still stand on our. So guys, take profit on NASDAQ. I just want to elaborate. Take profit still stands. We're looking at 61.8 over here. All right. So 61.8 pullback. Take some profit there. If you want, what you can do is get into a long over here, let it go in the middle, do its thing, and it will either take you out and go long or take you out and go short to our main target. There is 90% chance that it will go lower than higher. So this is our main target over here, and
Yeah.
that's a 1 to 13. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Cool. So BTC.
We BE, we letting this baby run. We are the god. BTC, is it giving us some pullback or?
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I think that's it for today, and we shall see you tonight on the technical Tuesday night. We're going to be going nice and slow, breaking down all the markets. We are going to be showing you guys how we look at the market and why we take trades where we take it, and we're going to give you some insights on some indicators that we're going to be using. So we're going to give you a lot of insights and targets for the weeks to look for, if you're in a position where to take profit, and all of that. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we shall see you tonight.